Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute. I know some of you guys have missed me. I know some of you probably forgot me. But I am back. I'm going to be doing some reactions again. Not just Force 13, any reactions that you guys want to see. I'm not only going to do Force 13 reactions because it gets a little repetitive, sometimes. But yeah. I'm back for now. I don't know what the future will hold, but I hope it's a good one. But today, we got the 2024 Atlantic Hurricane Season animation by Force 13. If you guys do like this video, please give it a like, subscribe. The original video, the original video will be in the description below if you guys don't want to see me here and just want to watch the video yourself. But yeah, let's get into it. Also, let me know if the mic quality is good, the audio is good, all that fun stuff. Yeah, let's get into it.
The 2020s have been marked by highly active and impactful hurricane seasons in the North Atlantic Basin. 2020, a record-breaking 30 named storms, surpassing 2005's 28 storms. Hurricanes Eta and Iota, back-to-back Category 4s.
What do you guys think is the most expensive, also the most damaging storm of 2024? I know it's going to show, but in your opinion, what do you think was the most damaging and the most expensive?
Devastated Nicaragua. 2021, the third most active hurricane season on record. Hurricane Ida caused catastrophic flooding in the northeastern U.S. after severely impacting New Orleans. 2022, the most damaging season of the decade despite fewer named storms. Hurricane Fiona.
We did watch 2022, I remember that. I don't know about 2023. You guys will need to let me know all this stuff, but I think I reacted to 2023. I know I didn't react to this one. And I also know that 2025 is going to be uploaded, beginning of next year, so we're going to be watching that too. But I'm only going to watch Atlantic hurricane seasons as one big thing, as one big collection. I'm not going to watch individual stuff like that because, like I said, it does get a little repetitive watching Force 13. But I do like watching Force 13 because I like seeing, forgive me, but I don't like seeing, damage and, all that stuff. But it's just very interesting on how these storms form and how strong they get and the amount of money that it costs because of the damage. I'm doing a horrible job talking, am I? Let's get into the video.
Caused historic damage in Puerto Rico and Atlantic Canada, while Ian became Florida's costliest hurricane ever. 2023, the most active Atlantic El Niño season on record.
Costliest hurricane ever.
Driven by record sea surface temperatures. Major storms included Idalia, a Category 3 landfall in Florida, and Lee, a long-lived hurricane peaking at Category 5 before impacting Atlantic Canada as an extratropical storm. But the question is, will 2024...
I like the narration. I know when I was reacting to Force 13, there was no narration until when I started slowing down on it.
Hold up to its previous years in the decade. Multiple meteorological agencies are calling for...
I need to fix this. Because it looks weird. Doesn't it? Doesn't it, guys? Looks kind of weird. That's better.
For 2024 to be hyperactive, will it meet these extreme expectations? Force 13's animation of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season begins now.
I don't know if it's loud or... We'll see. Oh my gosh.
Hurricane Beryl, it's a category 4 and it's still strengthening and it's approaching
If you guys don't know, that it shows the damage on the top right of the screen, but this is where my face cam is. I'm not going to move it. Like I said, if you want to watch the original video, the video will be in the description.
rapidly to the Leeward Islands, the Lesser Antilles, and it's positioned 10.9 degrees north, 55.6 degrees west, and it's currently the earliest category 4 hurricane in the history of the Atlantic Ocean.
In July,
I'm not
too,
sure
yeah.
if anyone saw this coming, as Hurricane Beryl has become a Category 5 so early in the season.
Once it makes landfall, it's a category 2.
Hurricane Beryl strengthening as it closes in on
But that is weird, right? How early July it was a category. It peaked at category 5.
landfall, which is expected very shortly. 85 mile per hour winds and an estimated pressure of 982 millibars, 14 miles from its landfall at this stage, right on Matagorda.
Oh my gosh. Billions of dollars, guys.
This is for 13 Live. We are tracking Hurricane Debbie, which is making landfall right now along the coast of Florida near Steinhatchee.
The remnants of Tropical Storm Debbie dropped up to 170 millimeters of rain on Montreal, the most the city has ever seen in one day.
That's new. That's new too. They should actually show like. Nice. I like this. Now you actually get to see the damage, like video footage of it.
We're currently covering Hurricane Francine as it rolls away, heading straight for landfall in Louisiana.
The next Force 13 that I'll do, well, the next reaction that I do, I'll move the face cam for right now. I'm just, not going to do that.
So in short, it is a very dangerous storm. I think it's pretty much locked in that we're going to have some severe impacts.
Do these people who are narrating, do they go and like, you know how like people who storm chase tornadoes, do these people storm chase hurricanes? Let me know, cause that would be wild, bro.
Hurricane Helene made a devastating landfall on the coast of Florida. Helene had caused catastrophic destruction and claimed the lives of 233 people, with 26 missing or unknown. This caused a large-scale emergency to be
Man, that is wild, man. Over 230 people, and then what was it? Over 20 missing.
put in place to help those in the impacts the help they deserve.
Terrible news for everyone because Hurricane Milton has managed to intensify into a Category 5 major hurricane and still intensifying extremely fast. So of course it is an extremely dangerous situation.
Still a very powerful storm, up to 13 feet of storm surge expected in the Tampa Bay area and all around it.
This would be the worst hurricane to impact the Tampa Bay area since 1921.
Whoa. Category 3 as it made landfall. Guys, billions of dollars, bruh. Billions of dollars. And a lot of fatalities. Ooh. I was reading something where there was a couple of hurricanes that like went from the Gulf up into like the northern states, like the Midwest, even like the New England area as well. I'm like, and it's still keeping its like strength, and I'm like, what the guys, I'm gonna cuss, okay? This is not a family friendly channel, okay? I'm gonna cuss, but like, what the fuck, man? That's crazy. I do like this. I do like the animations that Force 13 is doing. I really like them. Hurricane Helene was the deadliest and costliest storm of the 2024 season, the deadliest hurricane since Katrina of 2005, and the costliest since Hurricane Harvey of 2017. Helene made a catastrophic Category 4 landfall in the Florida Bend, the strongest hurricane to make landfall in that region. Helene caused cataclysmic flooding in the southern Appalachians, especially in the western Carolinas. When was I don't think I was paying attention. I don't know what month Hurricane Helene happened in, but I did hear something about flooding in the Appalachians. Hurricane Milton was the strongest storm of the season and became one of the strongest Atlantic hurricanes on record by reaching an impressive 185 miles per hour, 895 MB peak in the Gulf of Mexico. It then made landfall south of Tampa, Florida, less than 2 weeks after Helene struck the state. Milton is also the only known Category 5 storm in the Western Hemisphere to have a southeastern. Oh my God, I can't talk, bro. Southeastern ward motion. Good gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. I can't talk. Hurricane Beryl was a record-breaking Category 5 hurricane, which became the earliest Category 5 in the Atlantic on record, beating Emily in 2005. Beryl flattened. I'm not going to even try to... If I can't pronounce something, or I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm not going to say it. Island of Grenada devastated parts of Jamaica and caused tremendous damage in the southern U.S. as a Category 1 storm. With its flooding and prolific tornado outbreak, Beryl is also the first Atlantic hurricane to reach Category 4 in June. It was the first one ever, or was it the first one in a long time? And it did cause tornado outbreaks, you know. Hurricane Debbie is notable for becoming the costliest tropical cyclone in Canadian history during its extratropical phase after hitting Florida as a Category 1 hurricane and South Carolina as a tropical storm. Debbie brought unprecedented flooding to Quebec, and on August 9th, it was the rainiest day ever measured in Montreal as Debbie dumped 6.1 inches of rainfall on the city's center. That's what I was saying. I was saying, like, I don't understand how hurricanes keep its formation as it goes more northern. I mean, is it still considered a hurricane, or is it well, tropical storm is different from hurricane, right? So yeah, I guess. Okay, Alberto, 50 miles per hour, 993 MB. Beryl, 175 mile per hour winds, 932 MB. And well, Chris, the highest was 400. I can't talk, guys. 45 miles per hour, 1005 MB. And then you guys can read the rest because I know my face cam is blocking the first three. Hurricane Helene, 145 mile per hour winds, 938 MB. Isaac, 110 mile per hour winds, 963 MB. Joyce, 60 mile per hour winds, 998 MB. And then the rest. Patty, 65 mile per hour winds, 981 MB. Raphael, 115 mile per hour winds, 956 MB. Sarah, 50 mile per hour winds, 997 MB. I'm getting better though at talking. Slowly but surely. Milton, 185 mile per hour winds, 895 MB. Beryl, 175 mile per hour winds, 932 MB. Kirk, 155 mile per hour winds, 926 MB. And then you read the rest. I need some water. After I read this off, Beryl, 150 mile per hour winds, 955 MB. Helene, 145 mile per hour winds, 938 MB. Milton, 120 mile per... Oh, it's different once it makes landfall. I wasn't reading the top. Milton, 120 mile per hour winds, 954 MB. Total cost in damage: Helene, $123.9 billion. Milton, $85 billion. Debbie, $12.3 billion. Like I said, billions and billions of dollars. What was it? Total season damages, $232 billion. Deadliest storm. was Helene with 235 fatalities plus 26 missing. Beryl, 73 fatalities, 6 indirect. So people went missing after the storm. I don't know what that means. Milton, 35 fatalities plus 6 missing, and then the rest. May they all rest in peace. And the ones who are missing, I hope they get found. But when it's like when a hurricane happens, is it likely for them to be found? Because like there's so much going on. So this is what I'm saying, like, are tornadoes worse or are hurricanes worse? Let me know. Well, I have a pretty good idea, but I want to see your guys' opinion on that. Tropical depressions, there was 18. Tropical storms, there was 18. Category 1 hurricanes, there was 11. And then you can read the rest. The strongest storm was Milton. Latest first name storm in the Atlantic since 2014, Beryl. Earliest Category 4, Category 5 in the Atlantic on record. First June Category 4, strongest storm in June and July. Easternmost forming June Atlantic hurricane. First storm to rapidly intensify. If you guys don't know, there's a monitor here, but I'm just looking at this screen too. Strongest hurricane in the main development region during June. Debbie, costliest tropical storm in Canadian history. First tropical cyclone to make landfall on Bermuda since Paulette in 2020. Ernesto. First tropical cyclone to strike Louisiana since Ida of 21. We did watch that 2021 Atlantic hurricane season, so I know that. Third costliest tropical cyclone on record. Unofficially, deadliest hurricane in the mainland United States since Katrina. 2005, strongest hurricane to make landfall in Florida's Big Bend region. Costliest hurricane in North Carolina history. Deadliest Atlantic hurricane since Maria of 2017. Isaac, second strongest Atlantic hurricane to develop from an extratropical cyclone transitioning to a tropical cyclone. Kirk, one of the strongest hurricanes in the eastern Atlantic during the month of October, greatly affected Europe as a powerful extratropical storm. Milton, fifth strongest Atlantic hurricane on record by minimum pressure, second strongest hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico by minimum pressure, only Category 5 storm to move in a southeastern motion in the Western Hemisphere. Deadliest hurricane to impact Tampa since 1921, produced the most tornadoes in Florida in a single day in state history, many of which were rated EF2 or higher. Florida doesn't have... Well, it's not common for Florida to have higher than EF2, right? I think the highest before this was what, EF2? One of the smallest hurricanes on record by hurricane force wind fields. First Atlantic hurricane to peak as a Category 3 hurricane since Larry of 2021. Second costliest hurricane season on record behind 2017. First extremely active Atlantic hurricane season since 2020 measured by ACE. Of the 18 storms that formed, 11 became hurricanes. I also like this debrief as well. So, yeah, Force 13 has completely done a 180 from when I first started reacting to them.
Become an Ultimate fan today.
All right. So if you guys did what? All right. So if you what? All right. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please give it a like, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see other videos. Also, if you want to welcome me back please do so. I will be making more videos in the future. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.